This morning, the DA is taking a second shot at a no-confidence vote against the Cape Town Mayor, Patricia De Lille. The party's Cape Town caucus has been granted permission for the vote by its federal executive. It must now provide 3 days' notice before the vote can actually take place.
The caucus of the city of Cape Town will be relying on the recall clause as part of the constitutional amendment of the party that we passed at our Congress 1.5 weeks ago. So there, as you said, they requested to table this motion against the mayor, and the federal executive granted them that permission, and they will be convening their meeting to table that motion now against the mayor.
Why is it applying retrospectively? Because this case has already been in motion, was already in motion by the time you approved, or this clause was adopted at your conference.
Well, it is not. If you look at the reasons that were advanced by the caucus, they are referring to the issues that took place, immediately after that recall clause was passed by the Congress. If you look at the utterances of the Cape Town mayor since then, and almost on daily basis since then, the caucus is saying that this is someone who does not act like a party member. According to the caucus, they are saying this is someone who continuously brings the party into disrepute. And if you look at the situation in that caucus in the city of Cape Town, it is so divided that the caucus leader has to take responsibility for those divisions. And because of those reasons, the caucus then said, look, we believe that we want to again table this motion because the continuous attack by the mayor to the party is harming us. And that is why, as the party, we agreed for the caucus to go ahead and table that motion.
With due respect, Mr. Madikizela, the reasons you have put forward for wanting to get rid of her are as a direct result of what appears to be a very flawed process that you followed and how you have handled this thing. What she has asked for is an open and transparent process. And the comments you are referring to here actually relate to that process. So you're not putting any of the reasons that actually led to the process, which of course we still haven't heard of.
Well, I think it's important not to conflate the two issues, because I get a sense that people do not understand what we are dealing with here. The mayor is facing serious charges which she must answer for before the FLC. And this is a disciplinary process that must take its course. We are dealing here, Vuyo, with a political decision, and with all due respect, you don't have to be found guilty by any party or by any court of law for your caucus to lose confidence in you. And this is the political process that we are following.
So a faction can just stand up.
The disciplinary process.
So a faction can just stand up and say, we don't want this person, we prefer another person. They don't have to put forward any reasons. They have lost confidence, and that's it, and that must be accepted.
No, but I just explained to you now that we also witnessed what the caucus is raising, where the mayor continuously attacked the leadership of this party, where the party is called all sorts of names. The leaders of this party are called all sorts of names by the mayor, and the mayor is hell-bent on embarrassing the party publicly. And obviously, it is justifiable for the caucus to say, but we have lost confidence in this person. That has nothing to do whether the mayor is guilty or not. That is another process altogether. They have just lost confidence in her as a caucus leader. She must still appear before the FLC and answer on the disciplinary matters.
But I'm saying this again, Mr. Madikizela. Your statement says the reasons put forward by the caucus include, and you go on to list them. And I'm saying to you that from my reading of these reasons, you are talking about the consequence. In other words, what comments that she made after having demanded a proper and open process. And logic and common sense suggests, that there is something very wrong in the way you are doing this, unless, of course, there's something that I'm missing.
No, you are definitely missing something. The point that is made here by the caucus is that there is no reason for the mayor on an internal matter to milk a public sympathy by going public. Because if the mayor wanted this matter to be held publicly, all she had to do was to go before the FLC and ask the panel to have her hearing publicly.
That's
so
what she asked for, though. That's what she has been asking for repeatedly.
No.
That is what she has been asking for
but
repeatedly.
But Vuyo, she has to go before the FLC panel and ask for that. There is no reason for her to insult the party in public, because she's been giving the impression that the party has made a judgment on the issues that she must still appear before the FLC for, which is not true. And what she's been doing, she's been bringing the party into disrepute, and that is why the caucus is saying, but we do understand that the mayor has not been found guilty, but that is not the issue here. The issue here is that every member of the party must be subjected to the internal processes of the party. We can't have a situation where a member of the party goes public, insults the party, and speak about the party as if she's no longer the member of the party, and we just say it's okay, it must be business as usual, Vuyo. And that is why I'm saying here, we must clearly distinguish between a political decision where members are saying we have lost confidence in this member as our leader. She must continue to face the charges and clear her name before the FLC, but there is no reason for her to continue, speaking ill about the party publicly as if she's no longer the member of the party. And that is what the caucus is saying.
So she can go and contest that long after she will have been kicked out. What then would be the point?
No, again, let us not again confuse the issues. The caucus is saying we have lost confidence in you as our caucus leader. They are not saying the mayor must be kicked out. They are saying we have lost confidence in you as a caucus leader. Vuyo, before we become public representatives, we are members of the party. And we are all must be subjected before the rules of the party. And anyone who acts in a way that brings the party into disrepute, the party must be able to act against that particular member. Nobody is bigger than the party here. And that is exactly what the caucus is saying, is that the mayor must subject herself to the internal processes of the party. There is no reason for her to take a posture that seems to suggest that she's no longer the member of the party. There is no reason for her to speak about the party as if it's something foreign to her. And because of those reasons, we do not have confidence in this person as our leader, and therefore we are asking the permission for us to test that. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that.